Okay, Ginger, how long have you been around the adult industry?
Right at a year, a little bit over a year, so yeah.
And how many scenes have you done?
Oh, more than 100. I know that. So yeah, I've been busy.
What do you love and hate about being a part of this industry?
I love the fact that it's fun for me. I hate the fact that a lot of people don't get it, so they're kind of assholes about it.
Right.
But I like it more than I hate it.
How many people have you encountered who are jerks about it?
Probably out of every 20, there's maybe one, so that's not that bad. In the South, it's worse than anywhere, so that's what sucks.
And have you lost any friends via your decision to do this?
Actually, I haven't. And I don't know if it's because I just have cool friends, but I still have everybody that was there before I did it, so I got lucky.
And what part of the industry do you love most? Do you love the makeup, the money, the parties, the glamour, the what?
Let's see. I don't ever do the parties because I don't live here. I like the makeup and just, it's a fun job. I can't complain anything about it, so I like the makeup and the fun.
How long do you come out here for at a time?
I actually took about 6 months off. I was just feature dancing full time, and this is my second time back. I'm doing a week a month pretty much, so I'm still coming.
How long were you dancing before you got into this industry?
I was actually a dancer on and off for about 3 years. I'd leave and go back and leave and go back. So I leave and go back.
Why would you leave and then why would you get back?
Because you get tired, because you're going, I need something else to do for a little while. And then you go back. I'm like, hey, I miss doing this. And then you just go back and forth. So you don't get totally sick of it and quit altogether.
What do you do when you're not dancing or doing this?
Oh, wow. Absolutely nothing. I go to the mall and watch movies and hang out with my dog. I'm a dork.
Why don't you move out to Los Angeles?
Everything's expensive and it's too fast, and I like my house in Nashville.
What do you love and hate about LA?
I like the fact that there's tons of stuff to do and there's lots of people and tons of places to go shopping. I hate the fact that everything's so darn expensive.
Right.
Seriously. Otherwise, Los Angeles is pretty cool.
When you were a little kid, what did you want to be when you grew up?
Let's see, I think I wanted to be a nurse, and then when I started training to be a nurse, I decided I didn't want to anymore.
How long did you train for?
Long enough till I got to interning and seeing actual people. Not fun. Not what I thought.
So was that, what, a year or two?
I was about 2 years, and I'm glad I didn't do the other 2.
Was there a particular day when you decided this is not for me?
Lady had a baby. That's about when I decided I didn't want to do that. I'd go to another part. So, glad I quit before then and went to another job.
What kind of crowd were you in high school?
The really dorky, nobody pays attention to me. I blend in and get out of here as quickly as possible.
Really?
Yeah.
Doesn't sound like good times.
My town I grew up in was really small. Really small. Like, we go on dates to Walmart because it's half an hour away. So I just wanted to get out of there as soon as possible, and I did.
Was it in Tennessee?
No, it was in Georgia, really south, rural Georgia that don't have much.
Right. What are some of your earliest memories?
Oh Lord, riding horses with my mama, and having puppies all the time, and my mom is a doctor, so we go to a lot of different clients' places and conferences and stuff, so I traveled a bunch and met a ton of different people. Can't complain.
How did your family feel about your
My sister thinks it's cool, so that's okay, and my dad, he doesn't care. It doesn't really bother him.
Really?
I know, people go, your dad's okay? Yeah. And my mom, she's my mom, so she's not happy about it, but she didn't disown me or anything.
Do they give you advice?
No. They know it doesn't really work, so they don't do it.
Where are you in the birth order?
I am the oldest. I got a baby sister, so yeah.
And what are your goals for your life?
Let's see. Crap. Get out of this before I'm in it too long and actually go back and do something with the schooling that I did that I can actually use.
Like what? What would you do with
I actually went to school for environmental science and epidemiology. God, I sound like a dork. So I used to work at the health department, inspect hotels and restaurants and water quality. So I go back to that. This just pays more money and it's more fun.
Do you have any favorite books?
Let's see. Ooh, Memoirs of a Geisha, and pretty much anything that's fact-based I like. I like a lot of the crime statistical things that I can actually learn. I can't just read really, really crappy stuff.
Right.
I'm a dork.
How would your best friends describe you?
Quiet and shy, which really doesn't make sense, but I'm quiet and shy, and I try and just help people if I can help them and be in a good mood all the time. That's me.
You seem kind of incongruous in this industry.
Why?
I mean, you're educated, you're articulate, your mother's a doctor.
I don't really seem like somebody that would do it, but it's fun. I didn't know if I would want to keep doing it when I first came out. And if I don't like it, I won't keep doing it. But I liked it. So a year later, I'm here.
How has it affected your relationships?
It actually hasn't really done anything because I dated the same person before it, and then I dated the same person after it, and it was the same, and it hadn't really changed much of anything, as weird as that is.
How does he or she feel about it?
They're okay with it. It doesn't bother them because basically they know it's a job. I'm going to work and going home, and that's about it. So I try and keep it work.
Right. And how often do you get recognized in your regular life?
It happens more in like airports and things like that. I was in Connecticut a couple weeks ago, walking through the airport getting ready because I was at a feature booking. Somebody just hugged me from behind. I'm going, who is hugging me? And it was a guy that had met me a couple weeks ago. I'm going, why are you hugging me? I'm living real life, clothes on.
Right.
But most of the time it's okay. Just every once in a while there's a weird one. But 90% of the time they're really sweet.
Do you have a website?
I'm actually building mine. It is gingerlyxxx.com.
So, and are you on MySpace?
Of course I'm on MySpace. Everyone's on MySpace.
How would we find you on MySpace?
Okay. Oh, they need me.
Okay.
Thank you, baby.